Do you think at this point that the Bank of England and the Fed need to seriously do some planning about negative rates?
You know, that's a really hard question, because if you try to run the global system with the systemically important banks all in negative territory, I can guarantee you that something will break. The system is not built to operate at negative rates throughout the world. Already we have 30% of government debt trading at negative rates. At some point, this will become a major issue. And I think the US realizes this. You know, when we first started unconventional policy, Chairman Bernanke reminded us, this is in August 2010, it's about benefits, costs, and risks. And if you go too far for too long, the benefits come down and the costs and risks go up. And I think central bankers realize that. So it's a very high hurdle for the Fed to go negative.
We have an upcoming meeting at the European Central Bank. Mr. Draghi is under market pressure to be more proactive at this point. What would your counsel be?
So I can tell you what he's likely to do, which is likely to be more proactive. I suspect we'll see more out of the ECB than we have so far, and he will do more.
So rates more negative.
Rates more negative.
More sizable purchasing plan.
More reassurances that they will do more on the balance sheet if need be, right? And they will have an eye on the exchange rate, another eye on the equity markets, because they know that they cannot afford this right now to fall into a deflationary spiral. As to what my counsel would be is, I hope that there's a handoff somewhere to a more comprehensive policy response. If not, let's have Plan B worked on. Because as the Bank of Japan found out, at some point you get the perverse reaction. I don't think the Bank of Japan ever imagined that by going negative, the yen would strengthen rather than weaken, and the equity market would sell off rather than rally. But that's what happened, because beyond a certain point, people say, this is not credible anymore. And I think as a central bank, you don't want to get to that point.